What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 7 of our Detroit Lions franchise with Slacker Gaming being the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a duo franchise, so if you guys would like to go check out his Kansas City Chiefs gameplay and his franchise, I recommend you do so because it does fall in line with what we're doing here with the Detroit Lions. So first and foremost, we're going to kick this episode off before we get into the LA Rams gameplay with a little bit of scouting. And you guys will notice that I am in the quarterback screen. So you're probably asking yourself, Gold, why are you in the quarterback screen? You got Matthew Stafford locked up for X amount of years. Well, here's the deal. I'm not a believer in Matthew Stafford, at least not anymore. I used to be, and quite frankly, after watching his play for the last, 3 seasons, it just really hasn't stuck out to me as worthy of all of this money that the Lions have been paying him. So I'm looking at quarterback in the 2019 draft class to try to get a guy in here, maybe late round, maybe if like Will Grier falls to us or like Brian Lewerke, something like that, because we need somebody to come in here who wants to win, who wants to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, and we need a guy to push Matthew Stafford. Okay, Matt Castle is never going to push Matthew Stafford. David Fales is on our roster, not in real life, but he is on this roster. He's not going to push Matthew Stafford, right? We need to look at quarterback. We need to figure out why Stafford has been so mediocre like he has been in the last 3 seasons. And a lot of people could point to the fact that Calvin Johnson being retired has a lot to do with that. So Stafford actually put up a ton of really great numbers that made him look really good and really worthy of that number 1 draft pick when Jim Schwartz was here. Scott Linehan was the offensive coordinator, and then when the Schwartz regime got let go, they brought in Jim Caldwell and Joe Lombardi from the Saints, and Lombardi just couldn't get it going with Stafford either. And now we're moving on here to Jim Bob Cooter, and yet again, he has not been able to get Stafford going. And you know what the sad part is? Stafford vouched for Jim Bob Cooter to be the OC, and still they continue to be mediocre. So I think it's got something to do with Stafford being lionized. That's a term that we use here in Michigan. And really, it's either the money or it's the fact that he doesn't believe in himself. He doesn't believe in the organization anymore. He's lost pretty much all confidence to get it done. And, 10 years. We've seen the same script. We've seen the same thing for 10 years, right? So we're looking at quarterback in this year's draft, and I'm looking for a late round type of guy. And I'm looking at like Clayton Thorson, Ryan Finley. Not really interested in Nick Fitzgerald. Shea Patterson, I think he's getting a little overvalued here in this draft class. Drew Lock probably isn't going to be available here for the Lions. But you know what? They're going to have a top pick, guys. They're going to be in the top 10. Maybe not us. We're probably not going to be in the top 10, but the Lions in real life probably will be. I think they're number 8 or number 5 right now. So they're going to have a shot. They're definitely going to have a shot at one of a top quarterback. Do I recommend them taking one in the first round? No. I probably recommend them taking one in the second or the third round, but probably not the first. That's a little too rich for what they need. Honestly, they probably need some more skill position, maybe another wide receiver, maybe some corner help, some defensive back, a pass rusher for sure if Ziggy Ansah is not coming back. But I'm looking at late round talent, right? And I'm looking at Clayton Thorson. Actually played really well in that Big Ten championship game against Ohio State. I like his accuracy. I like his throw power. I like his grit. He's a winner. He loves to really push his teammates. I think Clayton Thorson's really a really good player and a good quarterback to take late. So, and we got Ryan Finley here. I love his deep ball. They don't really give him much credit for his deep ball. If you guys look up some highlights of Ryan Finley, he's a pretty headsy quarterback. I kind of like him to be in that late round type of tier, and I think he might be a good project type of quarterback. Looking at a couple other guys here like Easton Stick, I'm not too interested in Easton Stick. Looking at Jake Browning though, or Trace McSorley, I don't think Trace McSorley's probably going to make it. At 6 feet tall, he's kind of like that Jeff Garcia mold. But Jake Browning is an interesting prospect. He had a really, really good breakout season at Washington, and then ever since then, his first year as a starter, ever since then, he's kind of went downhill a little bit. His accuracy has waned. His yards per completion has gone down a little bit. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's just mental. Maybe it's just defenses have figured him out. I'm not sure what the case is. I'll have to do some more research on the curious case of Jake Browning. But, going undrafted, maybe if we don't draft a quarterback. I really think that I am going to draft a quarterback, but even if we don't, if the situation just won't allow for us to take a QB, I think that Jake Browning might be a good guy to go after in the free agents. Even if, like I said, we don't get to draft one, there's going to be a guy available that we can possibly groom and grow. Looking at like Will Grier and Brian Lewerke, he's right in our backyard. So, why wouldn't you scout Brian Lewerke? He's got some pretty good tools to be a solid starter, but he is going to definitely be another type of project, type of quarterback. Will Grier has been in that Heisman case. Like I said, maybe if Detroit does something crazy and they trade Matthew Stafford and they acquire another first-round pick, then he might be available. That's just something that we'd have to consider and look into come this offseason. So next up on the list, I'm looking at wide receivers, guys. With Golden Tate gone and with Kenny Galladay's production really dipping, it seems as though Galladay is just really not going to take that next step to be a true number one wide receiver. Maybe he will next year. This is a totally different animal for him. I can assure you that. Now that Tate's gone, he's like really trying to feel his way out and to be that number one guy. But we definitely need another wide receiver. We need some more talent at that position. I'm looking at guys like Colin Johnson, Paris Campbell out of Ohio State, N'Keal Harry, David Sills. But the guy I really like here is Colin Johnson. And I really love that the fact that the creator of this draft class really values Colin Johnson, because if you guys look up some highlights of him, this guy's amazing. That 6'6" dude, he's really good. He's really solid. He can run a little bit. He can catch everything that's thrown to him. He makes absolutely amazing catches, diving catches all over the field. He reminds me a lot of Kenny Galladay. So I really like Colin Johnson, and I hope that he falls to us and we're able to select him to get another wide receiver in this mix. So guys, let's get some Rams gameplay underway. All right, guys, let's get some Detroit Lions against LA Rams gameplay underway here. We are at Ford Field. We're at home, taking on this amazingly efficient offense for the LA Rams. It's going to be a tough game for us for sure. They're not playing too well in this simulation. They are 4-7, and we stand at 6-5. So we need to take care of business here at home and really separate ourselves in the NFC North. Currently, the Packers are 6-6, and the Bears, I believe, are 5-6. They're right behind us. So we need to take care of some business here and just get it done. Get it done, guys. And Jared Goff, Cooper Kupp, Todd Gurley, Brandon Cooks, it's gonna be tough. And with as much as Patricia loves to scheme and really try to, I think he just tries to outsmart himself. I really do feel that way. We all know that the Lions lost to the Rams in real life, and I feel like with this 3-4, with the 4-3, they're mixing all these defensive coverages. No wonder the players are confused. They don't know what the heck's going on here. We can see that in this defensive formation, Brandon Cooks gets wide open for a 30-plus yard gain right there, guys. Huge reception to lead off the football game. Not good. So Jared Goff already looking to get vertical and get downfield. Look at Todd Gurley making some spin moves here, showing us the power and the agility. Not good. So two big chunk plays, and Matt Patricia is looking on the sideline like, what the heck are we doing? And quite honestly, I'm asking myself the same thing. I mean, look at this. We got Robert Woods getting another big-time reception. So that's 3 plays and 3 first downs. So absolutely crazy stat right there for the LA Rams. We get Todd Gurley just shrugging off would-be tacklers. He's only going to get 2 yards, I believe. That's how it's going to be 3rd and 7, and this pass is going to be complete to Robert Woods, who takes a big hit from Ezekiel Ansah, but they are going to get the first down yet again. So now we got a 1st and goal for the Rams at the 9-yard line. 6:23 left to go in a slant route, and guess who got beat? That is Nevin Lawson. He's going to get beat on that left-hand side of the field. So Brandon Cooks is in for a score, and the Rams just went right down the field and pretty much just dictated to us the tempo of this football game. So we got Matthew Stafford going here. And again, like I said, I've got some question marks at quarterback here for the Lions. We see that he got 19 touchdowns, 8 picks, which is a pretty decent ratio. I do like that, but we need to see a little bit more yardage. 2,900 yards at this point in the season is probably not going to cut it. You need to be about 31 if you're an elite type of quarterback. So we do see here that Theo Riddick is going to get a first down. So 1st and 10, and a pass up the middle to Luke Wilson is going to fumble the football, and it's recovered by the Rams. But the key question here, was he down? And it does look like he is. So that was an official review, so we do get the football back. 2nd and 1 and a little play action pass. And look at this. A bullet pass right there to the Y receiver. That was TJ Jones. And there's no way. There's no way that he can catch this football, guys. This pass was so offline. The inaccuracies for Matthew Stafford were clear as day in that throw. That throw needs to be right on the money and timed perfectly, and he just threw him high. He threw him high and way to the right. So it's going to get picked off by Mark Barron. We had a sack here, though. So good job there. 3rd and 20. And Goff and the Rams got to get something big here. And we get Robert Woods tackled at the 41-yard line. So they're going to be a little bit short. They do pick up 10 yards, though. So again, if they were in first down territory, that's going to be a first down. But we see here Matthew Stafford on the next possession. The very next possession. And Mark Barron comes in with the fumble recovery. So Stafford is almost getting sacked, and the fumble pops out. The ball pops out, causing a fumble, and then the Rams on 2nd and 13 are going to run it up the middle with Todd Gurley and get a touchdown, guys. Unreal. So it's easily going to be 14-0 here late in the first quarter, and as time is winding down with 1 second left to go, Stafford rolling out to the right. He's going to pick up the first down easily, but we do get a flag on the field on 3rd and 4. It's going to be a holding call against Detroit. So we're going to have to get pushed back a little bit. It's going to be 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14. 14-0. Start of the second quarter, guys. This sucks. It's not a good situation here. So we're going to move Nick Bellore out to the left. Try to separate that, open up the middle of the field. Look at that wide open part of the middle of the field there. We can see a blitz here, and Kerryon Johnson against a linebacker, guys. You know that's good. That's going to be good stuff. He breaks off 2 tackles, guys, and now he's running down the sideline to the right. He stays in bounds with a little tippy toe and gets out of bounds at the 7-yard line. That's going to be good for a 58-yard reception. So, again, guys, motion, getting the matchup that you want is going to lead to good things, right? So, really good catch and run by Kerryon Johnson, but we see here yet again Matthew Stafford with a fumble on a pass attempt, and LeGarrette Blount and offensive lineman cannot pick up the fumble, and it's going to be oh, I almost did it. It's going to be LA Rams football here, and we see now Cooper Kupp is getting involved with a nice catch up the middle. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 now, 5:45 left to go, and then Goff has all day to throw. Did you guys see that clean pocket? That was amazing. Amazing job by the offensive line for the Rams, and we see that Higbee is going to get in for a touchdown. So it's 21-0 here in the second quarter, and firing it deep out there to Marvin Jones, and it's going to be picked off by Joyner. So Stafford now has cost the team 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions. He has 4 turnovers by himself in the first half. 2 minutes left to go here. Goff firing out to the right, and it's going to be picked off by Darius Slay. So really good job out there by Darius Slay to fall back in that zone coverage, right, and bait Jared Goff to make that throw. So we do get the football back. 1:47. We got a real good shot here to get some points up on the board, but you got to come through here. Kerryon Johnson with a little juke, going to pick up the first down. So the Rams have not been able to stop that little triangle route for Kerryon Johnson, and the same thing here with Theo Riddick. So we got to utilize that route a little bit more. Try not to cheese the game up, but we got to use that route a little bit more. Maybe throw up the middle too. That's really been wide open. You guys can see here. TJ Jones on a little hitch route going to pick up the first down and more. Then Kerryon Johnson with 33 seconds is going to get dropped at the 4. So now we got a little hurry up going. I liked the defensive front that the Rams were showing right there, so might as well try it again. We still got 2 timeouts in our pocket. Kerryon Johnson almost getting into the end zone, guys. We're at the 2-yard line, so hurry up yet again. Go to the zone weak play call and try to get something up the middle. We do audible into a passing formation, and Marvin Jones is going to not be able to get this reception. So 3rd and goal with 11 seconds to go. We do not have to use our timeout because it was an incomplete pass, and Kerryon trying to find the open lane. It looked like he had the score. He almost got in, so Patricia is going to smartly call a timeout. There was 6 seconds left, and with one more timeout, 4th and goal, we are going for it. No sense in kicking a field goal, guys. Stafford trying to draw them off sides to get a first down, but wasn't happening. Might as well take it. The QB sneak it. Stafford spikes. We get that touchdown, 21-7, going into the half. That's actually something you don't see a whole lot of in real life. You don't see Stafford talking to Matt Patricia. So pretty interesting dynamic to say the least. 21-7. And we get Brandon Cooks tackled here at the 15. It's going to be 3rd and 3, and Cooper, that's actually Tyler Higbee, going to make, well, not a catch. It's going to be incomplete. So good job on defense to knock the ball out. It's going to be 24-7 now, 3:26 left to go. And we're still alive. We're still alive here. It's just really up to Stafford and this offense to not turn the ball over. So we see Kerryon Johnson yet again on that triangle route, going to get a nice reception up the middle for another first down. Little play action play calling here, trying to get some separation with our receivers, trying to get this team off balance here. We're firing up the middle to Kenny Golladay, but it's just a little bit low, and Golladay was not in position to make that catch whatsoever. So yet again, another inaccurate throw by Matthew Stafford. 2nd and 10, still 24-7, and we see a pass almost picked off. Stafford, you got to lead that ball out a little bit further. You had one-on-one coverage there with Kerryon. That's got to be a better throw here, and that's also got to be a better throw. It's just bad. It's just bad. That was 3rd and 10. Now it's going to be 4th and 10 after this incompletion. And with 50 seconds to go, Sam Martin, what a great punt as Cravion LeBlanc comes through and gets it on the 1-yard line, guys. So this is a situation we can get 2 points. Nevin Lawson coming through, and Ziggy Ansah and Glover Quinn coming in and making that gang tackle. It's going to be 24-9 after that safety. Lions with the football here, trying to get a touchdown, and almost picked up by the Rams again, by the Rams defense. Almost picked off right there. We see another incompletion out to the right to Kenny Golladay. That's a pass you got to hit, man. It's a pass you got to complete. Here is 1st and 10, and another completion to Brandon Cooks for the Rams. Is going to pick up a first down. 6:23 left to go, and Goff dropping back. Look at the clean pocket. He's got all day, guys. He has no rush at all. No rush. First down picked up. Rams at the 34-yard line, 4:42. They're killing a ton of clock right now. Todd Gurley up the middle, and look at this. I have no words. I have absolutely no words, guys. Just poor tackling, poor block shedding, just a bad play all around, guys. And Gurley's going to get that touchdown. It's going to be 31-9. 31-9. So you know what? We're just coming out here guns blazing now. I mean, Stafford's got to really come through for us now. He's dropping back. He's got a pretty clean pocket there too, and we're firing it deep out there to Golladay. He's going to take a big hit though, but he is going to pick up the first down. We're at the 27-yard line now and trying to fire it out there, trying to lead Toilolo out there, and Trumaine Johnson is going to pick Stafford off yet again, guys. That is 3 interceptions for Stafford. And then those 2 fumbles are going to cost us this football game. Guys, very, very bad performance by Detroit. I will see you guys next week as we take on the Arizona Cardinals, and I'll give you guys a standings update as well. Very, very tough loss. I would show you guys the statistics at the end of the game, but you know what? It sucked really bad because I ended up getting cut offline. So I went back into the franchise mode, and it didn't save the progress because you got to actually exit the game for it to save the progress in an online franchise gameplay. So we lost 31-9, but it didn't register. So I actually had to go back, go to force sim, or forced loss for the Lions, forced win for the Rams, and then so we would have the same result pretty much. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care. As always, peace.